But first, let me ask, where did you guys grow up? Did you guys grow up in a small town, village, big city?
Big city.
Yeah.
Who grew up in a big city? Raise your hand. Big cities, 2 or 3. What about small towns? A lot of small towns. So a lot of what I'm going to say is you guys are going to know exactly what a small town business and how they run. They're going to look something like this, back in the 30s anyway, or 20s. So this owner is very personable. He actually knows a lot of people that come in. The business itself is not the most high-tech. The fixtures aren't exactly high-end. The windows you can't see in, but there's not very much lighting. The signs are dilapidated. But this owner is still successful. Why is this owner successful?
Because he built customer relationships.
There you go. Miss McKinney hit the nail on the head. The owner.
He tell you what to say.
No.
No, we learned this in marketing.
Instilled all of this knowledge.
Yeah, we learned it from you too. A lot of this is from you.
Yeah. Yeah.
This you went to go see this guy because you went to church with him. You were in community activities with him, and you can tell like this guy is someone that you're going to meet with, and you know him on a first name basis. You may even be so close with him that you invite him over for dinner. And whenever he prescribes you medication, he may even call you afterwards and make sure that it works. But then on the flip side of this, we have another type of business orientation. It's this big conglomeration, this urban metropolitan type business. The CVS is open 24 hours a day, as opposed to the other one, which is an open 24 hours a day, but it's open convenient for when the population needs it. This one is well lit. It's got all the amenities that you're looking for. It has a very high variety of product selection. You saw the doors; they were automatic. They open. But this guy doesn't have the same thing as your small town businesses, right? You walk into the CVS, you probably don't even know who that is. And you also, they won't probably cash your check. They probably won't take your word, like I don't have the money to pay for something, so they'll just put it on account, something like that, what a small business would do. So what are these differences? And this is what that article pretty much showed, was that the reason why they're different is because there's movement of families. In the urban areas, families are constantly moving a lot higher degree, and in the rural areas, not so much. There's different demographics, the ages, the race, income, ethnicities, whatever like that, and there's also the differences in the products that they offer and the technologies they use. The solutions that were given from the article were basically the business needs to either move their population that they want to service, or they need to work with what they got. Advertise to those people in that area, have products or services, offerings, whatever you want to call it, for that population, and have an environment that is sustainable to bring those people in and draw them in. A lot of these concepts that it just hits on, we've already covered, like STP, segmentation, targeting, and positioning. We want to find our market. We want to pull them in, and we want to make it appealing. And then even the article that we covered today, we're ducktailing back, as we've heard already. We want to be customer focused. We want to be competitor focused, and interfunctional coordination focused. We want the business to function within every department, to work together. We want to be able to know what our competitor's doing, and we want to give the customer what they want. And other concepts that we've covered that were actually I thought of, like as soon as I saw it in the paper, were reference groups. Like who are you going to ask? Like, where am I going to go to get my drugs at? Not illegal drugs. You're going to go to get your prescriptions filled at wherever your family wants you to go. You're going to associate with your membership groups. Like, hey, where should I go? Where do you go? How does that work? And then businesses, in the long-term sense, they want to make sure they have a relationship. And in the short term, they're just basically, the relationship it's just transaction-based. And then this article, the real fault with this article is that it does the demographics thing, but it doesn't tell us what businesses failed. It doesn't go into that. It doesn't say specific businesses failed. But it's a very story-based, very touchy-feely kind of article. And then the last thing I added, this was last minute, was marketing mix. This is definitely an example of that, where businesses need to use their resources that they have available to them effectively in order to be successful. That's it. Thanks.